So I got scammed into running another marathon. Well, not scammed. My friend asked if I wanted to run one, and what was I gonna say? No? Well, I guess I could have. Anyway, we are running the Twin Cities Marathon on October 6th, 2024. By the time this video comes out, we'll be a couple weeks in the training. Hopefully not too far.
Hey guys, future Fletcher here, reporting in. We're on week 3, and it's thunderstorming out, so I gotta go. Okay, bye.
For this training cycle, it's gonna be a lot shorter than what we did for grandma's. That was a 19-week cycle. This is only 12. It shouldn't be that bad because we're already in shape. Hopefully, should be in shape from the last marathon. And we're kind of just building on from that into this one. This training cycle is gonna be basically the same, as in we'll be training Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday will be the workouts of the week, and then Sunday will be the long run. The weekdays are going to be a mix of different workouts this time. I'm going to get into that a little bit later, but last training cycle I just ran. Like, there were workouts to do, but I didn't do them, mostly because I didn't really know how to do them, and also I just wanted to run. I didn't want to think about it too much, but now I kind of know what I'm doing, so I want to follow some of these workouts. So I don't know, maybe get faster, maybe even get better at running. Monday and Friday will be rest days, and Saturday I'll be working out. The training plan itself is actually from Strava. I caved and got the paid version. I know I'm a shill, I'm a sellout, I'm all those things. Mostly because I just wanted to get the stats, but then they sent me an email with a training plan. They were like, hey, you got any races coming up? And I was like, yeah, I do actually. And then I put in my date of the race, and they're like, oh, here's a training plan you should follow. I was like, whoa, less work for me to do? Sign me up. So here we are. And in that training plan, it gave me a bunch of things that I can do. This time, I'm actually gonna try and do them. Emphasis on try. So I'm just gonna run through these. First, we got cruise intervals. Intervals are basically when you run for a certain amount of time for like a minute or whatever, and then cool down for a minute, and you run for a minute, and you cool down for a minute, or any other time frame. But basically, cruise intervals is when you want your cruise pace. So I don't know, let's say your cruise pace is 10-minute miles. You'd run a certain amount of time at a 10-minute mile, and then you would cool down for a little bit. So 2 minutes at a 10-minute mile, 1 minute at much slower pace to recover. There's also progression runs where you start at a certain pace and gradually get faster. Then we have tempo intervals as well as tempo runs. I don't really know what my tempo pace is, but I mean, the same as intervals. So we'll do a certain amount of time and then cool down. And then for tempo runs is when we stick to that tempo for the majority of the run, or for all of it is the goal. We'll also be doing these things called Yasso's 800s. I've never heard of these ever, so I'm not really too sure what I'm talking about. These are basically just 800-meter repeats. It's at your own pace. So you run 800 meters, take as much time as you need, then run the next one, and you do 10 of those. And depending on how fast you finish the entire workout is supposed to be how fast you'll run the marathon. I don't know if that's really how it works. It seems like it'd be fun. Also really, really hard, and I want to try some new stuff. Should be a good time. Then we also have fartleks. And besides just being a funny name, all that is just speed intervals. Same thing as all the other intervals, except you're going at a much faster pace. Fartlek just means speed play in Swedish, I guess. I don't know, man. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just reading things off the website, and I could be getting punked right now. Those are the things we're gonna sprinkle out throughout the week, and yeah, see how that goes. But Fletcher, you're talking about all this speed workout, and the title of the video is Slow Down. Yeah, I know. I'm getting to it. So one thing about this training cycle is I want to make sure that my easy runs are actually easy. My goal time for this marathon is anything under 4:55. But for training's sake, I want to shoot for 4:30. Based on a 4:30 goal time, my easy runs should be a lot slower than what they already are. And right now, they're pretty slow. Honestly, I want to get them even slower just so I can be like, this is actually easy. Of course, the longer the runs get, they're going to get harder regardless. It's just something I want to work on. For my shorter easy runs, I'm getting about 9:30 pace, when I should really be shooting for about a 10:30 or even like 11-minute pace. So why I wanted this to be the main topic of the video is because it's hard to run slow, which may seem weird because physically it really isn't hard to run slow. Anybody can run slow. hold on, let me explain. Everybody wants to run fast. That's the whole point of running, right? You're also on like Strava or YouTube, Instagram. You see all these other people going fast. You're like, that should be me. Why am I not at that pace yet? Like when you're on a run and people are passing you. My Strava posts are so slow. I need to go faster so people will think I'm cool. I'm at a point where I feel like I should be improving. And it's hard to feel like you're improving when your runs feel so slow. But just because they're slow doesn't mean you're not improving. And that's kind of like the mental barrier I'm trying to get over here. It's like ego lifting. Sure, you might be able to get that weight up sometimes, but you might just drop the bar in your neck and die. I think throwing in all these different speed workouts during the week will also help with my mental regarding that. You gotta start somewhere. You don't just wake up one day and start running 8 minute, 7 minute, 6 minute miles. It's all a mental thing. It's not gonna change overnight, but I'm acknowledging it and I'm gonna work on it. Just gotta trust the process and do me. And you, do you. Alright, I'm done yapping. Thanks for watching. I love you to death, and I'll talk to you in the next one.